us, and now the sunshine come in. Boom, baby, boom, rise and shine. Find that shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. And this day we are marijuana'd out, bro. I have 100 grams of the finest, of course, is shining. Of course, is shining. 100 grams of the finest. It's 4:20 somewhere. We are going to start this show from smoking. We're going to end this show with joking. And we are going to talk about token because there's always Mary Jane. She's my favorite girl. She's never cheated on me. She's never made me feel bad. She's only bailed me out. And she's always supported me. So this morning, marijuana motivation, we're going to shout out to Mary Jane, my only girl. I love you, baby. You're Saints Addiction for real. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Where's my lighter? Where's my lighter? Somebody took my lighter. What you doing, girl? Shoo. We need that lighter. Shoo. Okay, we're not gonna do that then. Let's go take some photos of some weed. Let's go. All right, so first things first, Papa, squeeze all the honeys, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Let's go. Weed. Why is it Saints Addiction? Why is it the day before my birthday? Why am I almost turning 44? Why am I virtue signaling that everything's awesome in the world, but really I have turmoil inside over an extremely bad breakup? I've been calling all my friends, going over and said, Mark, do not put your energy into this woman. She will fuck up your life. That's how narcissists like it. And I'm still mentioning her because I know myself. I looked at myself and go, Mark, yourself is so susceptible to these women that are broken, or you're trying to save them, Captain Save a Ho, many times, and make excuses for them, or take on their responsibilities and wear it like your own. And then I hit this and I go, wait a minute. It's 4:20 somewhere. Hear me now, feel me now. There's always a brighter side to look at, man. There's always something you could be grateful for. It is literally the act of my saint's addiction to convert my addictions into my saintlyhood that made me the man that I am today. Now I can sit there and blame fault. I'm an INFJ. I'm bipolar. You should have loved me anyway. You trauma bonding, and you should have understood me more and been more patient, or maybe you shouldn't have abused me emotionally and physically. Weed doesn't do that. When the whole world is stressing me out and they can find nothing but to complain about something and never be happy and never be able to switch up that mood, Mary Jane handles my mood. And then for me to be able to go all the way across the thing with my friend and pick up all this weed is such amazing to me. I mean, like a whole dollar a gram. Come on, man. Made from the finest sun of the earth. Let's go. This one here is called Blue Cheese. It smells so fucking good. We're going to go through each one and just roll a joint and talk about life and talk about why it's better to focus on something real than something fake. Why surreal isn't real, and how we like to lie to ourselves to keep things real, right? We like to lie to ourselves so that way we can live in our own truth, because it's harder to live the truth than it is to live a lie. And if you keep living a lie, eventually you die. Eventually it comes out of you sideways and it ain't going to be right. So that's why I smoke the right kind of weed. That's why I smoke every day. That's why I've been working on my mentality. It might not be easy for most people to go, I can't run to cocaine anymore. I can't run to beer anymore. The alcohol doesn't work for my brain. But this one soothes me on the inside. This one gives me the optional ability to fucking have some awesome in my life. And that's what only thing that matters to me is the awesome in my life. It doesn't matter that my crazy neighbor likes to sing out loud or hammer things or try to interrupt my show every time she wants to and can. Bro, it doesn't matter that my ex-girlfriend's slandering me all over the internet and posting about Instagram and Facebook and all this other shit and try to fucking paint me into the villain as if she did nothing wrong. I go back to Mary Jane. She's always done me right, bro. She's always made me shine. She's always made me happy. And that's why you got to join Weed Club, so we can find weed around the world, so we can keep people happy instead of going insane in the membrane. And this is why we're doing this show this morning. So let's tap into a little blue cheese, shall we? It's 4:20 somewhere. Today's 4:20, April 20th. 2024. Your boy will be 44 tomorrow, and I can't believe I made it this far, bro. Can't believe I made it this far, bro. Nothing killed me. Homelessness didn't kill me. This ex-girlfriend didn't kill me. Tried to, and then I didn't kill myself. How about that? about all those people that are suicidal, and they blame everything on everybody else and become the victim, and then the pressure comes and snaps back into reality because you can only pretend for so long. I pretended for the longest. That's why it was called Saints Addiction. I'm like, oh sure, I got my shit together. I got cocaine, I got a career, I got a car, I got a condo. It's all set. And it was all lies. Because I'll show you something really quickly that will not lie to you. It's your mental stability. If you do not have good mental stability, bro, it is for sure going to fade on you, and it's for sure going to catch up on you, and for sure going to bite you out in your ass. Ask yourself every time you've been in a situation, how was your mental stability? I'll wait. Were you calm inside, or were you creating chaos? And that's exactly what I was feeling in my life. Like that, my whole life was full of chaos. That I was already doing too many loose women, too many loose drugs, and making too many bad decisions. And this is why it's called Saints Addiction, because I had to choose better addictions. I say choose better habits is one of my shirts, but it's so fucking true, bro. It's so fucking true. How many of us don't choose better habits? We choose our negative thoughts. We choose our rumination. We'll choose overthinking before we ever use communication, understanding, and accountability. It is so beyond me how people can be so disassociated for it. And of course, it makes sense to me because as a person, I want to feel safe too. As a former narcissist or a recovering narcissist or someone that knows about his narcissistic tendencies, I don't want to feel. I don't want to hurt alone, Mark, like my friend said in Brazil. I don't want to hurt alone. Who does, bro? Who the fuck does? Nobody wants to fucking be in pain and the other person was so in love and so happy. I don't get to walk away unscathed. I get to walk away with better decision making properties. That's what I'm walking away with. Walking away with my dignity and my pride and my ego. Fuck all that. What about my lesson? What am I learning? What is the weed trying to uncover for me? It's like, Mark, you're always trying to fix a bitch. Mark, you are always trying to make someone your wife. You're addicted to love, right? And as soon as someone tells you that they love you, you believe them. You don't test them, you don't vet them. You just throw a ring on them and watch the whole thing burn in front of you. And anybody that's ever heard of Nero and watched Rome burn, I'm sure you've watched your own bridges burn. I'm sure you've watched the Rome burn right in front of you. I know I'm not alone. It's been happening across the world where we were the detriment to ourselves. And because we got too emotional, too crazy, acts of rage pop out. I don't care if you give yourself the excuse for it or not. It happens, bro. It happens to all of us. And that's what started to give me solace. This gives me not only my motivation and keeps me calm and regulated, and I stay a little bit above the clouds, right? Pilvesa. You know, my Pilvesa stickers. I don't know if I have any more, but I do. Let's measure out some weed too. All right. Who's ready for some snoochie boochie noochies? Okay, yeah, let's go, batch. By the way, batch. By the way, batch. Okay, so blue cheese, you look kind of good. Ready for a photo shoot? Let's get yourself a smell. Take yourself somewhere else, Mark. Oh my God. It smells just as good as it did last time, bro. It smells just as good as it did last time. I just fucking here. Get that off. Ooh, we feel so good that I have mental relief right here in a plant, in a tree. It has no pesticides, no herbicides, no bullshit. It's fucking full on, just fucking weed. Let me take a picture of it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Let's go. Leg out. If you do want to see it, of course you want to see it. Who doesn't want to see the fucking weed, bro? Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful these trees are, bro. Snoochie, Boochie, and motherfucking Noochies. Okay. So Snoochie, Boochie, Noochies. Say cheese. There you go, bud. There you go. There's some blue cheese smelling like the end game used to, with this really floral fauna, like flowery. I mean, they are flowers, so they emit terpenes, and then that makes you feel good inside because you're a human. You actually have cannabinoid receptors in your brain, and of course, you're a mammal, so you're going to smell all things. You're going to smell poisonous things. You're going to smell insects put off smells. It's all part of our olfactory glands, and it makes us register like, this thing will be good for you. And that's why it makes weed so phenomenal. I was looking it up, started like Indochina, no, India, Himalayan, maybe you can call the first Hindu Kush, or that kind of area, was some of the first people to cultivate this plant. Now, mind you, that of course they found, a bunch of herbs and pipes and caveman, stone man, and we don't know when the first plant was created because it's prehistoric, right? Like when trees were actually invented, nobody really knows. It just, these things are the way that they are. So the earth developed this. It wasn't like it did not give us our medicine. It's the same thing that when you're need to get away from mosquitoes, right? Mosquitoes have a natural smell as well. Things like lavender and eucalyptus and goddamn all the good smells they don't like. So you can literally plant eucalyptus, lavender. What else are they afraid of that they don't like the smell of? I forget the other plants right off the top of my head. But if you plant them, the mosquitoes will go away. Let's go. Let's get another package. Let's go. That's one. Let's go for number two. Package number two is 420 somewhere. It's almost my birthday. Let's look at the right runt. The white runt came out pretty good too. Let's give it a good look. Let's give it a good smell test. Hold tight. Hold tight. Okay. See, this smells more like a caramel or a man. It smells like a candy. All of them are so candy-ish, bro. So candy dandy. Let's go. It's 420 somewhere. Definitely join Weed Club. If you're watching this show, they're probably gonna block it anyway because damn, look at this rock of weed, bro. Look at the rock of weed I got here. Let me break it up a little bit. Oh my god, it's so sticky, sticking to each other. God, that's gorgeous. You can actually see the crystals in it. I mean, it's still sticking to another one, but just gorgeous. I mean, you can't see the crystals, but I can. Damn, bro. What are you guys doing over there? Oh, you're using sugar instead of nutrients. You're using fish guts. Fucking phenomenal. Let's go. All right, let's take the photo. Get ready for the shoot. Get ready for the shoot. We're shooting in here. We're shooting live. Get ready for the shoot. It is amazing how much happiness I get from weed. It's amazing that I even have a plant that will give me instant relief when everything's stressing me out and people are talking shit or gossiping or making me feel like shit. I can smoke the herb. I don't need your ketamine. I don't need to be doing rails on a live in front of my friends, 3, 4 fucking lines in front of their friends. Like they don't even have a sense about them getting lost in translation and doing kratom or drink it and you're supposed to be pregnant and I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Your boy Saint learning a lot about people, how they can manipulate. I can be a manipulator too. I got to be what I want to get out of it. It's all about people skills. Can you convince people of your dreams? Can you get them to follow your dreams? You can't force them to marry you. You can't force them to not have childhood trauma. You can't force them to knock it off and stop acting like an asshole. No, you can't make people do anything that you didn't create. But the earth created this plant so I can feel all right. God damn, it's like sticking my fingers in it. And that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be in love, you guys, man. I really felt like I found the love of my life. I would have never asked her to marry me if I didn't feel this way. And it sucks that it has to bleed and lead back into my life and into my show, but it's something that I'm experiencing. I think other humans experience it too, that you've been love bombed. And I'm love bombing back because I feel like it's real love, but it's not real love. Mary Jane shows me the real love. She just keeps handing me back happiness instead of stress and chaos and drama. I'm like, thank you, wedding cake. Thank you, wedding cake, for showing me who you really are and treating me with respect instead of disrespecting me or constantly being critical of me or my bed sheets or the mosquito net or the bathroom and or the one you didn't clean and ran off with somebody else. Oh yeah. Tell that story, walk in. Take cover, kid. What? Run from your team, but you can't run from the truth, and that's what's starting to happen to me. It smells almost like a sour sweet. It gives me undertones of something I've smelled before. There's some undertones here that I've smelled before. God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all. Used to be hard, now I'm just wet and soft. With no Vaseline. This is my diss track, bro. She was dissing me on the fucking Facebook. I didn't even know what was going down, bro. I was already blocked, but then my homegirl was like, yo, she dissing you. And I was like, what? nuh-uh, that's how she's spinning it. She's not telling people that she's pregnant. She's not going to tell people that she asked me to nut in her and make a baby and do all these things. No, we're not going to keep the truth. We're going to sit into a lie and then manipulate everyone so that way it's you're the victim and not the perpetrator, and that you've all they ever been done is misunderstand you and get you wrong. But it's none of your actions. It's not the fact that you ran away after I married you, or ran off with somebody else, or constantly had a bad day, or constantly had a psychotic episode, and then I'm supposed to not mention it, but I'm mocking you if I mention it. Like, I can't mention that there was a girl a month before you that cried after dinner because I called her out on her bullshit about why you out dinner with me if you're in love with somebody else, bro. She couldn't answer, so she cried. I wish I could cry my way out of my responsibilities and tickets too. Yeah, baby. Yeah, this one has more purple. It's still so danky. It's got like a sour smell that comes right off of it. I'm getting a real sour note on this weed right now. Definitely join Weed Club Saints Addiction on Instagram. Make sure you holler at your boy. It's 420 somewhere. So even if you want to rain on my parade, I have to remember that I got summer on the inside. I got this beautiful plant that helps me put a smile on my face. I got this beautiful life that I created. I got this beautiful body that I earned. I got this beautiful mind that sometimes doesn't work in my favor. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? It wants to only remember the good times, or only remember the bad times, or sometimes it wants to live in the past, and sometimes it wants to live in the future. And I've always been a daydreamer. But this weed dough, but this weed dough, 100 grams of the finest, straight from Thailand's sunshine, straight from the earth. You know, no pesticides, no herbicides, no trickery, just straight weed. And the ability for me to get my own motherfucking head right. And that's what it all comes down to. It's not who's right, who's wrong, who's the narcissist, who's the INFJ, who did what, when, where, how, who cheated on who, and who's responsible, who's to blame, who's the victim, who's the super empath. Like, okay, bitch, you are narcissistic as fuck. There's so many narcissistic empaths out there, bro. The only people that are giving you the truth are the people that are keeping it real. If their shit don't stink, then they're fucking lying to you. If it's always just a swipe away, it wasn't real love. If it's only superficial and it goes beyond skin deep, it goes beyond plastic surgery, it goes beyond childhood abuse. Now all of a sudden you got to handle your shit in the real world, when there's really real meetings, when you really don't feel like it, when your kids are on the line. A lot of people can shift their shit. Now some people, the little abuses like shit in a soup, it's still shit soup. Like my dad said, you can't make chicken shit out of chicken soup. I mean, you can't make chicken soup out of chicken shit. There's a lot of people that hand out chicken shit. And then they blame the other people that, oh, they can't see what they're doing. I'm pointing my fingers. And at the same time, you're pointing fingers back at yourself. I'm like, I see everything that I'm doing, bro. I wish I was that clairvoyant to see what was going to happen in the future. But I know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. I was getting away from this abusive person. I knew I had to cheat on her, or as she considers it cheating on her, but go back to the person I was already having sex with and go, I'm sorry, person I was already having sex with. This really beautiful siren started singing me a song and made me wreck my whole ship up against it. I can't wait to start dating my mother and trying to fix her through other relationships. What is it about me that can't wait to be Captain Save-A-Ho? I'll wait. Mary Jane, let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because I keep it real on my show. And it's the day before my birthday, so why not keep it real about myself? 2 Aquariuses, 2 abortions, and 2 breakups after violence. I repeated my own bad habits, bro. I fucking did the damn thing again, and I have no one to blame but myself. I got baited into a fight. Even though I walked away, turned my back, sure you can kick my head off, sure you can fucking give me a scar, sure you can fucking swing on me and try to headbutt me, and I gotta lock you up from stopping to headbutt me and Keckle. Sure, you run around town telling everybody your side of the story, but you don't want to tell the full truth, or how you didn't come back and clean the bathroom, or that you were picking me apart and left in the middle of the night because the bathroom wasn't cleaning up, but you're taking shits and showers next to each other with 20 other fucking assholes, buttholes, like literally in a commune, in a fucking hostel, and you're over here trying to fucking tell me what's what. Your bathroom's fucking since the 1960s. I can see the black mold. Oh, I was so tired. I want to get to it. Well, if I was you, treating you the way you treated me, then I get to chew your ass out and fucking and be like, you're lazy. You don't love me. It's not clean. Right. Right. It all fucking starts to happen. And that's what starts to happen in our lives. Look, this chick's going up the stairs. She looks lost. And that's what people are. They're just lost. You climb these big hills and you get lost. Well, to be a boss, you're going to have to face all your trauma. You're going to have to face your childhood fucking tendencies. You're going to have to erase all those memories so you can be a functioning adult in the real world, because you might be able to confuse me for a month and fuck up my last 3 months. You might be able to fucking hop off the other homie, use him for his money and get your travel to get to going, and call him, tell him you love him, but now tell me you love him, and may hell you might probably tell the next guy you love him. It's going to catch up with you. I have news for you. It's not that you're just narcissistic. It's not that you're just bipolar. It's that you're human like me. Bless up. Extremely flawed, extremely insecure, always jockeying for position. Everybody has Machiavellian techniques. Everybody is narcissistic, and everybody has an ego. And you like to think the world is pretty. But while you're running around beating up your boyfriends, or they're putting guns to your head, or pushing you into closets, right? These things happen to us because we chose these people. I asked my own mother, when my dad broke your nose when I was 10, what did you say to him before he hit you? I'm like, I'm just wondering, as a man, right? That's gotten handsy. And someone's pushed my buttons and went a little too far and got abusive with me, and I want to protect myself. This is my self defense. What did you say to initiate the violence? What did you do to get me to put you in a headlock? I'll wait. Came at me like a fucking spider monkey. She told my dad that she's taking the children. How would you handle it, bro? How would you handle some of the worst times in your life? And I sit here and I just pound my weed, I pound my exercise, I pound the water, and I pound learning. Okay? Smoking and learning my way to a calmness that I didn't have before. I didn't have that self control. What are you going to do? Hit me? No, I'm not hitting you. I'm not going to make you the right person, because as soon as I hit you, you're going to be like, aha, wait, he put me in a headlock. He's the abuser. It wasn't that I came at him. It wasn't that I was screaming at him. It wasn't that I was disrespecting him. No, I will never admit any of that. That would to be too woke. I'm such a super empath. Not just a regular empath, a super empath, like Superstar. Like the girl that kicked the kid in the face in China when I was teaching English, her name was Superstar. She could have been Star. She could have been Brittany. She could have been Rachel. They all got to choose their own American names. These little Chinese kids, and this motherfucker choose Superstar. Do you not know your ego? Do you not know you're overcompensating? Do you not know that you can't run from your past? Like you have to make amends with these devils, bro. That's why I do Saints Addiction. That's why I'm honest up front, bro. Honestly flawed. Honestly flawed, bro. Blessed and cursed. Let's bless up some more. It's 420 somewhere. Somewhere you did something right. Somewhere in there you can be positive. Somewhere in there you can be grateful. And that's what Saints Addiction was all about, turning the negatives into positives, knowing that my mind getting right. We were just talking about it with Kimmy, my bestie. It doesn't matter. If you don't have it right, she talked about all the money. She's like, all these PGA guys used to come into Vegas, and I banged one of the top dudes. I forget his name, but he made 20 grand. And I'm like, you know what? I know. I said, yeah, but you made it in a sleazy way. And she said, what? And I'm like, yeah, you remember? Just like Tupac said, you made a G today, but you did it in a sleazy way. Yeah, when you do it in a sleazy way, it never makes it to your bank account. Whatever you do in the dark comes out in the light. It's so weird that all these strippers can make $10,000, $20,000 in a night, but none of them put a deposit down on a house. No, they usually have a freeloader at home. She's talking about being a sugar mom, paying everybody's bills. You're doing the worst thing sexually to other people so that you can pay bills for people that aren't even sexual with you, or just crashing on your couch, or that you're just fucking your friends. You got a freeloader. I can't tell you how many women date the men that disrespected them. Right? If I'm the narcissist, why are you attracted to me? Why are you love bombing me? Why are you sprinkling all this on top of me? Why do you want to share your trauma and bond with me? I guess I'm the next guy in line. And why do you date those type of people? Me, I'm asking myself the same fucking question. I'm like, why do I date chicks like that? Why am I not just Mary Jane and just keep my fucking myself free and just be free and be fit and just enjoy my life? And if somebody wants to enjoy my body and actually enjoy a sexual experience with me, then I'm going to enjoy this life and enjoy the time that I've had on this planet. The 44 years, God willing, tomorrow. 44 years. Are you kidding right now? I thought I was going to die at 24. I committed suicide. I tried a suicide attempt when I was 19, bro. I was always so emotional. I was always so out of my mind, and I never really still had 2 cents to rub together. I was always making it happen out of nothing. And that's what we have to talk about, because it's 420 somewhere. Sometimes you're going to have nothing. You're going to have people disrespecting you. You're going to have people rumoring you. You're going to have bad feelings. And then there's going to be this little plant on the planet that's going to be like, man, just take a puff. See if that'll alter your perspective. Just like Cat Williams said, man, fuck them bills. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to light all those motherfuckers. The electric bill went out. Smoke a blunt. See if it doesn't give you some perspective. See if it doesn't give you some motherfucking reprieve. And that's what happened. Let's go. We got 2 more bags to go. 2 more bags to go. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got ourselves a little bit of 24 karat gold. Just like my soul, 24 karat gold. It's got some demons in there. He's a feisty bitch. You do not want to fuck with me. I don't fuck around. I will fight back. I've been fighting for my whole life. I'm not just gonna just make anybody my wife, and apparently I was willing to do that. Overlook ex sex workers, trying to make a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act right. Letting somebody escalate abuse on me and literally go, oh man, it was just a push off. Giving a pass. Then next thing I know, I'm gonna get my head kicked off. Okay. And then next thing I know, you're physically trying to fucking break my cell phone or wrestle it away from me. You would have fucking thrown my own property and broke it in a fit of rage and called it a super empath. Like super empaths sometimes have rage fits too. You're like, my fucking ass, bro. Super empaths go into jail because you had assault and battery, bro. Domestic violence works for women too. My poor buddy Miles was talking about it yesterday. Woke up to the girl swinging on him. He was in his sleep. She never apologized or explained. Oh my god, they're so sweet. 24 karat gold. All these smell like fucking gold. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. It's just amazing what I got going on here. Another sticky situation, bro. Another sticky situation, bro. Oh my god, all these beautiful beads and nugs. It's 420 somewhere, bro. So you gotta find it. You're gonna have to find it, Marky Saint, yourself, and other people that are watching, and even the girl that's probably watching this. It's about you. You're gonna have to find it. I hope you find it. I'm not trying to fucking go on a smear campaign. I know that's what they're gonna say that narcissists do, that they try to tear you down. No, I'm just saying I learned these things, bro. I learned it from you. You taught me. Thank you. For having your friends watch my show and my numbers went up, and thank you for showing me who you really are, and thank you for walking away, because I almost fucking married your ass, bro. You know what I mean? I almost married a chick, bro. I literally had a ring in the bag, and it's not that anybody's gonna give a fuck about my feelings that I was left high and dry and runaway fucking bride. Let's look at some weed instead. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-mm. Just Jesus, Lord, Lordy, Lord, Lord. This is amazing to just have this much amount of mental health near me that I can do something about it as I please. I'm gonna play some videos for you too. We're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Fucking 100 grams of beauty. This is my mental health. And my buddy's like, Mark, if you're gonna be serious about business, you need to quit smoking weed. I'm like, if I don't smoke weed, I won't be serious about business. I turned into such a grumpy fucker when I had no patience. I was curt to my mom. Lord knows I need to be nicer to her. Lord knows she's narcissistic too. Lord knows I gotta fucking learn how to fucking love and stop trying to fucking date my mom and fix her too. It's fucking embarrassing, bro. It's embarrassing to get on fucking YouTube live and be like, I'm getting married. She said yes, and then she disappeared for the next 4 days. Or that I'm building on sand, and I knew that I was building a fucking castle in the clouds. Yep. And I knew I was getting gaslit. I knew that I was kind of getting set. I was getting the same kind of lines, like I've never felt love like this before, and only you, and I only got eyes for you. It's funny how you said you literally had only eyes for me, but you found Tony on the back of a bike. Got you, bitch. The incongruencies, right? This is what needs to be talked about. The incongruencies of people, especially when you're narcissistic, it'll never add up. She can call me out and be like, oh, well, you said you were going to have, you overpromise and underdeliver. You're a grandiose narcissist. It's true. I do want to still dream. I've been dreaming for 15 years to have this bungalows. I just showed up, fixed one up, and found out and fucking my partner doesn't want to acknowledge that I gave him money. Won't even talk to me 6 months straight. But when I showed up, it was, hey, buddy, partner, that's my partner. All drunk. Yeah, okay, got you. Well, I'm learning who's really who. You know what I mean? And I really know who I be. I be this perfectly imperfect motherfucker trying to murk his brain too, just like you. Trying to make the most out of every situation I got, trying to make the most out of my life. I think it's the end game, yeah. In game, I already been smoking it. That's why it's all gone. In game, you need a picture, bitch. Let me go. Oh my god, these buds, bro. These buds. Buds for days, bro. Tits for days. Got them flowers out, bro. Got these flowers out, and this just smells even better. This one always smells like Skittles or Fruity Pebbles or one of those things. It could be a genetics from Fruity Pebbles. Fuck if I know. But we'll go an hour on the show. My buddy's like, oh, when you go hour, I don't have that kind of time. I just forward parts to the best parts. And I'm like, do what you got to do. I got to bitch and moan too. We all got to fucking find a way to level out our brains because it won't work otherwise. Just being honest. You can hide, you can run, but you can't hide. And I've crossed the world, dated chicks, broke up with chicks, abortions, this, murder, that, fights, you name it. Yosemite, fucking Ko Chang, from Yosemite to Lonely Beach. Your boy Saints lived a full fucking life, man. And the only bitch that hasn't left me is weed, You just can't put it past people. We are all so narcissistic now. It's all about our selfies and what we got going on and how much money someone has, and then we'll let those people get a pass. And usually these people are pedophiles here, and they're sleeping with girls that are half their age and from a different country because they get a what do you call that when you get a? It's not a paycheck when you retire. A pension. When you get a pension from a place you stop working and live a life overseas, you do as you please. All of a sudden, your mom's not watching, your Facebook's not watching, your circle of influence not watching. You get away with anything you fucking want. Fucking underage girls, fucking ladyboys, fucking without condoms, you name it, bro. And they wonder why they got herpes breakouts, and they wonder why they got chlamydia, and they wonder why there's STDs breaking out. Man alive, did I get suckered in, bro. Let me get this smoke going. This is a 420 show, day before my birthday. I would have gave it all, bro. I was giving it my all. I was giving medicines and money and time and attention, the whole meat package, money, energy, attention, and time, and only getting bad attitudes and being rude and abuse. And I was just like, wait, hold the fuck up. I don't care how pretty you are. You're not the first pretty girl I've ever been with, right? And you're not the first girl to disrespect me, try to demasculate me, run off on bikes with other dudes. You know how that makes me feel. You broke up with me that day. You're not being real. I told you to come get your shit. This is over. I'm done being celibate. Just because you're celibate doesn't make me celibate. I was having good sex, some of the best sex of my life, and I stopped to be with you, but I guess that's not faithful enough. I waited around and played celibate games under full moons and in arguments in rooms where you were leaving and you weren't saying goodbye. You were about to leave the island without saying the right kind of goodbye. Well, I'm going to let you know that's no lie. I am sexual. I do like to be touched. I do like to fuck. I love making love. But to solidify it, to connect, but every chance there was a chance to get to connect, it was Run City, bro. You got to expose yourself when you're in love. You got to be vulnerable. You're basically turning your belly over for the snake bite. You got to be willing to die. And I was there. I was like, sure, fuck up my whole life. Let me put your name on some bungalows. Let me marry you, even though I've only known you a month. Let me learn everything about your past, and every day something new is even more shocking. And now we got to relive it, and it's got to be trauma city, and you're gonna make sure that it bleeds. It's hard to face your shit. I've been doing it for 10 years straight, talking about all of it, and just going like, oh shit, bro. I have been rude to motherfuckers. I do have a past that haunts me as well. You know, and it's not just you, motherfucker. It's not just your show. It's also the Mark show, bro. I had my own narcissistic show about me looking at myself, talking to myself, telling the world about my fucking deepest, darkest secrets for 10 plus years. Why? Probably because I liked the attention. Probably because I felt like I was on a mission. Probably because I got some early success at doing some of the other stuff and I have brands and I want to push them. Some of my friends watch. How do they keep up with me? Well, let's see if Mark's still fucking alive. Let me turn on the fucking show. Their kids are saying boom, baby, boom. Right? You know what I mean? I must have done something. You know what I mean? I was like this life of mine to be from a back of the car sleeping out of my car homeless before this trip, not rubbing a $10 together so I can even eat twice because I'll eat Chipotle and it gives you so much food that you can eat it once, save half of it, and after the gym, after you take a shower at the gym and start sleeping in your car, you can eat it again. But I'm sure you're going to tell your truths. I'm sure you're gonna fucking let out all your dirty laundry of how you got handsy with women and be honest about it. Not spin it like, oh man, they had it coming, or she provoked me, or she pushed all my buttons. It was a lack of my self control. I'll wait. 44 years old and I had no self control. Actually, I think I was 41 at the time, and I couldn't believe that I'm an adult. I'm in my 40s, and I still didn't get to master my emotions. Having mental breakdowns, fucking panic attacks in public on the first date. That was the first red flag. But I wanted to be empathetic. I wanted to understand them. Just like my mom, I know what they're going through and I want to fix them. So sorry, I'll be here for you. It's going to be okay. But it's never going to be okay till you make it okay. Because no one else has the controls over you, you guys. I'm telling you, I found out the fucking hard way. I lost babies over this. If you can't control yourself, you will lose control. And first the universe whispers, then it roars. And it's only going to be a matter of time before it happens again. And it will happen with someone else. And of course, the other person will be a narcissist, and all I do is date narcissists. No, you're a narcissist too. You want to look pretty. It's not just fashion, it's high fashion, right? You know what I mean? It's not just products that you worked on. No, they stole your designs and didn't give you credit. It's not just Mark plus Sarah in the sand. It was Sarah plus Mark plus Sarah again, and I couldn't believe she wrote her name on top of mine. Or how about when she wrote a heart with my name on it, but she still initialed it? She still found a way to make it about her. It was never a free gift. It was never free love. It was never really mine. And for me to come to realizations before my birthday, and having the worst thoughts, guys, you know what I mean? Like losing life when I'm having another life and repeating my same patterns, especially Aquarius abortions and abuse. And then I go at wow, Aquarius abortion and abuse, and I have to live this truth. I have to live these lies on fucking camera, on live for all my friends to watch and bear it all. I'm 44. I got nothing to lose, bro. I made this life out of fucking nothing, bro. I came from homelessness and I've traveled the world with no money. And then there's going to be women that are going to make fun of you. Maybe like, do you need me to be your sugar mama? You got tabs all over town. Of course, they're devaluing me, but they're saying I'm devaluing them. But at the same time, doing the same shit. You know, it's like I'm ghosting you because you're a narcissist. No, I'm ghosting you because you're a narcissist, right? I'm seeing other people to get a narcissist away from me. I'm trying to get a person that was so fucking trauma and drama and all the llama, and I didn't want to be a part of it anymore. I could see myself getting wrapped up. Now I got to do all the fucking rituals, and now I got to listen to all the memes and reread them twice. And how many fucking messages in a day? 256 at the max? Just draining me, draining my battery, draining my time. I could have been in front of my friends. I could have been paying attention. I could have been present, but no. Someone needed me to be the end all be all for them. And I'm telling you now, not even Mary Jane is the end all be all. Sometimes I gotta quit her too. Sometimes I gotta quit bitching. I'm gonna fucking Paradise Island last I fucking checked, and having a tough time with my mental. Having with my friend Lily, we were talking about it. How can you go from Norway and see the Northern Lights to Portugal to being depressed? It's all of us. Lonely, wishing we were loved, wishing that we found the right one person that would understand our attachment styles and not be an anxious avoidant, but you're actually a narcissist. But it could be further from the truth. That's not further from the truth. It's exactly the truth. And the truth shall set you free. And to thy own self be true. And that was what my whole brand was about. Can't just be relying on the saint name, bro. Can't be just flashing the beard and the shiny teeth. I'm so perfect. I'm so happy. How many people you know smiling? Robert Williams, motherfucking looking ass, committing suicide, really depressed inside. You're gonna hit dark days, bro. You might have you snap out of it. You might even watch the show. It might you can say triggers or whatever you want, but you have to live your real life. There's not going to be somebody that's going to realize it for you. There'll be people that do impulse buys. They might try to show off on Instagram. They all their whole life is to pretend that they're happy. You've seen it happen loads of times. Motherfuckers be kind of like smiling, and then as soon as they get off their phone, they dead inside. Minus dopamine, minus real happiness, minus real connection. You never fucking get to iron out what's really fucking happening. Everything's subsurface. The friends only last for a couple little bits. They eventually get wore out, figure you out, or get selfish, right? Like we are all doing it to each other. We all want the sympathy, but we don't want to give empathy. We all want the attention, but we don't want to follow. We all want somebody else to love us and fix us, but we don't want to do the work and the shadow work. It is dichotomy in its fullest. It is the human experience that you could be almost your birthday, but be tripping about some other shit instead. That's why we had to do Clubhouse 420 somewhere. There's a greener grass pasture somewhere, and maybe some people want to believe that. Just keep swiping left. Maybe it's the next best partner. Somebody else can be better for me. I want to be masculine and bearded and smart like the other one, but not an asshole, controlling or abusive like this one. And it's like, shit, bitch, I wish you were fucking more sexual like the other one. I wish you were more kind like the other one. And I wish you were more sensible and logical like the other one and less emotional and esoteric. But here we are. We can't mix people. We don't get to create them. It's not McDonald's. It's not like you choose no pickles, motherfucking add extra cheese. It doesn't work that way. We as human beings don't work that way. I've been studying this shit. Narcissism, psychopathy, ego. What's the other one? Machiavellianism. Thank you, Robert Greene, for writing those books. 48 Laws of Power, The Art of Seduction. What was the other one? I don't know how many laws of nature. You know, human. No, Laws of Human Nature. Yeah, I forget. I think it's like 48 Laws of Human Nature or something. Another great book to read. So it's just like a lot of information is being out there and that we share it. And anybody that's getting it, you can tap into yourself. And this is what works for us as human beings. We realize that talking to others makes me feel better. Probably why I do the show and watching myself mentally grow. I was putting myself out in front of the world because I was like, follow me, fucking. I'm chaos, bro. I got the cops coming into my shop. I got girls committing abortions to me at 5 months along. I have so many embarrassing things in my life that I can't even see straight. And I just bared it for the world because I was like, convict up front, man. I've been to prison 3 different times, 3 different countries, you know, overseas prisons. I've been in federal prisons. I've been in state prisons. I've been in state jails. I've been in all 3 jails in 1 month, bro. My life is not pretty. It has all sorts of black eyes. It does not have, sometimes it doesn't even have a silver lining, and that's what you call depression. So if it wasn't for me digging myself out of my depressions and the things that have happened to me and actually putting some physical or mental abilities on it and to see, and not just fucking for somebody on a fucking post to believe me, for me to believe me. You get what that's like? To have your own self empowerment, and it's not from pushing someone else down or pointing out someone else's failures or putting it on someone else, but literally my own empowerment and see what I do with my powers. That I run off to go get some pussy because it's that big of a priority to me to want to be felt and loved and not manipulated and games played. Yeah, bro. That was my decision. The other one said she didn't want to have the baby, so I said I'm going to Brazil. I knew that time was going to pass regardless. I knew that I always spent Christmas in Thailand, but this time Thailand was closed because of Corona, and I wasn't going to miss Brazil again. I had an opportunity to live, and if I live with you in your depression, just like both these chicks, I lose time. They don't mind taking your money, energy, and the most important time, the thing you can't get back. You can't get back the full moon, get my dick hard, and not fucking me. You can't get back when you try to kick someone's fucking head off. And you can't get back the fucking shit that you say when you're fucking angry. So now what? I'll wait. The realist on YouTube, just being real. Let me get this going. Hold tight. I thought I was showing something. Starting to get blown up by the birthday wishes. Thank you, people from around the world. You know, making shit fucking awesome. Yeah, at birthdays on shirts on Instagram and website. Shirts. Shirts on Instagram. About to be 44. Thank you. At birthdays on shirts on Instagram. Select all. And copy and paste. Just start thanking people. They're starting to see my birthday ahead of time. Because it's 420, people have already be celebrating my birthday as 420 because they know I love to smoke so much weed. And then the guy comes over, takes my order, and goes like, "What you know drink? You want cocktail? You want wine?" And I'm like, "Bro, you know I don't drink. How about the beer? Oh, just weed?" And I'm like, "Bro, you know I'm just weed." And then they kind of go, "Oh, so you're not perfect." Right? You know what I mean? Just like the guy shook his hand last night. A new guy in the town had fucking face covered all in fucking black tattoo and wanted to shake his hand, and he kind of wanted to look at me to see if he could see me judging him. We can't wait. We can't wait for our own shame. We can't wait for our own guilt. We can't hide from it either. And it's all in us all. It's only all of us that reach back and go, "Hey, bro, perfectly imperfect too. Mostly saints, bro. Welcome to the club." Yes, you have a dark side. Yes, you're going to want to win. Yes, you want your genetics to go into the future. All the people that ever were ahead of you wanted their genetics to go in the future. If their genetics don't go into the future, you wouldn't be here. That's why we're all procreating. That's why we all want to have children. That's why we should think of it as love and a blessing instead of a stressing and all the ways it won't work. That's what kind of partners I've been picking. The most pessimistic ones, the broken ones, the ones that have. Oh, I guess I can't mention it because I'll be mocking it. But is it mentioning that postpartum depression or prepartum depression is an actual thing? Am I not representing women and the red pill movement coming out of me that that's an actual thing? But it's also a true thing that they, when they believe in astrology or that means they're mentally imbalanced or that they've had too many sexual partners, so that means they can't bond. They have trouble bonding with people and always have some kind of trauma and drama and always bringing up shit. Just not fun to be a part of. You know what I mean? And that's what you notice. You notice that it doesn't work, right? All of us, we might nod our heads and just nod along to you when you go on your ego rants or you go on a tirade or throw a fit, but we're learning it. We're learning people to stay away from. We start to fade people back. We start wanting to just trust ourselves and our loneliness because nobody else will put up with our bullshit. And then we'll call it our comfort zone, but we'll never reach out to other people and go past our comfort zone. Not only meet new people, but to adjust to new people, to actually get to learn them and go, okay, how does my shit work around the world? That's what I did, bro. I had such an ego. I was like, man, I made it around the world. If I'm such a dick in Vegas, why do people love me so much in Finland? And when they stop loving me in Finland, maybe I'll go to Turkey. And when they stop loving me in Turkey, maybe I'll go to Thailand and come up with this plan so I could just always get the source or love or appreciate it. That doesn't mean how I treated them because now they're behind me. I'm going forward. I'm happy with my life. Da 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 da. No, it's how you treat them because you will come back. You'll have to meet again. And if you're disrespecting people or abusing people or always in volatility, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, bro. And it's not the vibe. It's totally skippable. It's an ooh. And we know it. And it sucks that we have it. It sucks that people have ooh. It sucks that there's gonna be domestic violence sometimes. It's gonna suck when you're having a manic depressive breakdown or any kind of a panic attack, right? We don't want to see this, but it happens. And who can help it? It's almost like diabetes. It's almost like when I see my kid shaking like bacon from a seizure. I can't help them. I didn't create the diabetes. No one has a solution for seizures. Solutions for seizures. No one has a solution for seizures. That's such a weird word. And it's all up to you and your self control. So when I say it's 420 somewhere, you're gonna have to go somewhere in your head, get it to bed, because there's a lot of times that we'll throw it up in our head and distract ourselves, cover it, lie about it, lie to ourselves, make ourselves feel better. Oh, that feels better. It was him. Oh, it was her. No, it doesn't make me feel better. It was like, it's me. It's on me. It's on me when I lose babies. It's on me when I lose my temper. It's on me when I put my hands on people. I take accountability. Your honor. Like if you're really in a fucking jail situation and people don't fucking care about your emotions or your fucking tarot card readings or how much money you got, you're going to jail. You put your hands on people, you go to jail. You lose your temper, you go to jail. And the reason the jail is full of people that don't have any emotional stability is because that's how our system works. If you can't get your mind right, they will put you in the crazy house, they will put you in jail, or you will self harm, and then you'll blame it on everyone else. Man, man, maybe you were poverty. Maybe there was sexual abuse. Maybe you grew up wrong. Maybe it's your environment. But I promise you, on all stacks of cards, bro, it will be you that has to endure the punishments. And it's not even punitive for me. It's not even an attack. It's not like I gotta go spank you later or try to harm you later or get my revenge. No, no, no. You will be taught by your anger, just like I was, just like I always will be, by my anger. The moment I get frustrated, lose my temper with my mama. The moment I get handsy, these women are pregnant. What the fuck am I doing? And the moment that I get real with myself is the moment that I can grow. Because otherwise, I'm building in the clouds, I'm building on lies, and I'm building on sand, and eventually the water will catch up, come the muddy waters, clear the swamp, something's gonna give. It ain't gonna be me. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on my journey. I'm not giving up on love. I'm not giving up on life. I'm not giving up, man. I just about to hit 44. And last I checked, I just traveled the world. And last I checked, I got 100 grams of weed. And this is my third time around the world. And this is my third time having love and loss on this island. And it ain't my first fucking rodeo. And maybe I'll be under my own ether and just believing that my shit doesn't smell. And roses smell like poo poo poo. And I don't live in reality world. The truth is, I have to get real with myself all the time, especially on my birthday. Tomorrow is the day. I think we'll do the show. Just saying it now, loud and proud. Another list, another yearly list. It's not my New Year's resolution, but every year I try to accomplish what I set out to do. And April 4th of last year is when I left for this journey with 3,000 on credit card and 300 in US dollars, and I've made it around the world. Some of the most expensive places in the world. Let's reflect. Thanks marijuana for helping me reflect and giving me an option to reflect on the friends that I stayed with. Even if some of those relationships didn't get to work out, they did put me up. So I did have to shut up, and I got to shut up and stop complaining. I owe some favors. I owe some money. I owe some thanks. And I owe a lot of gratitude that my life kept me alive, even though my shoulder's sore, it still works. You know what I mean? Sure, I feel great and I've lost the weight and I'm healthy and 44 years old. I want to show off all the hard work, all the fasting, all the concentrating, all the not eating sugars, and you can't lie to yourself, right? You can't lie to your body. At 44 years old, I feel amazing. It's not enough to make me feel amazing inside. That's a fallacy. You're gonna have to earn that. It's not even Mary Jane puts a dent in it. It helps a little bit, but you're gonna have to have the truth to yourself, and that's what it's really about in this life, man. To thy own self be true, be real to yourself. See if you still have childhood trauma. See if it still bleeds into your new relationship. See if you are truly healed, because it will always fucking hurt if you don't heal. And if you're out there hurting people, then that means you're not healed. and it means that you don't mind taking some of someone else's healing so you can heal yourself. That's a narcissistic way. I don't need anybody to make me happy. It's coming from the inside. I got summer on the inside. Rich is realizing I create happiness. It's an internal thing. From the workouts to the mental push ups to the perspective, it is always going to be up to you. So there are people that are going to get all torn up because they love playing the victim. That gives them the sympathy and attention that they are seeking. But it also doesn't empower them to put them in the driver's seat and go, you're the one that's creating your own outcomes. You're the one that's the only person to look at who's been smoking all my weed, who's been creating all the damage, who's making bad decisions, and it's always going to be that way. There's no there's no sign under the fucking zodiac that doesn't have it that way. This is a universal law. So whether you believe in the laws of human nature or evolutionary psychology or Freudianism, I don't give a shit, bro. You're going to have to live with your actions. There are going to be consequences, even if you're not telling the truth to everyone, even if you're keeping like the baby a secret, or you don't want to face it. Eventually, the truth will shine out in the end, and that's where you'll have to be, in your truth, and that's where you'll have to live. Here comes Mr. Not Talk to Me. It's fucking crazy, dude. This whole thing's fucking crazy. I can't fucking believe it. But I'm turning 44 tomorrow, God willing, if I get to wake up. Some of my friends haven't woke up, truth be told. This journey started out with me losing 3 friends. Come give me sympathy, right? Me being in my homeless in my car. I'm sure people care. The truth is, no one gives a fuck. People aren't going to give a fuck. They're not going to start liking you. They can unlike you. They can fucking stop talking to you. They can fucking blow you off. You will never get to see them again. That's fine. Relationships end. People eventually show their true colors. And me, I'm over here with my heart out, heart on the sleeve, ready to put rings on it and step up and do the right thing. It'll never be enough. There'll always be some confusion. There will always be some argument. There will always be some misunderstanding. And some people like to keep it that way. They like to be ambiguous. They like to be so free that they don't have to be any form of accounting, right? You know, what? I had to keep my business receipts? Oh, I just kept swiping. Well, what'd you swipe it on? No accountability, just spent the money. Got you. No, you just talk shit. Okay. Be rude when someone puts a fan on you. See how long that lasts. And and it is a race. It's a race to who's going to get their genetics on, who can actually keep their mental stability, and it's going to come and test us all. This life is coming at you fast, bro. I can't believe how fast I got to 44. I can't believe how fast I smoked this joint. I smoked so fast. I still think I have a joint, and it's not there sometimes. And I'm gonna roll another joint. Fuck it. Let's do it. I already did the blue cheese. I already did the in game. I already did the white ranch. Let's see. Let's see. Haven't done any wedding cake yet. Wedding Crasher. Sorry. Wedding Crasher's a great movie. But that's what it's gonna have to be. You having conversations with yourself, just like I do every morning. And you're gonna have to motivate yourself. You're gonna have to get past your issues, and you're gonna have to build a bridge and get over it. You can keep swiping left, but eventually you're gonna have to swipe right, and eventually you're gonna go wrong. First you go right, then you go wrong, and you're gonna have to find what's right in your life. You're gonna have to make it right by you, and by other people too. You're not just the only person on the planet. Not everybody's gonna just have to form around you and be an INFJ, be the most specific type of person, right? Like, who the fuck does that? You know, of course you're special. You're special. I'm special. We're all very special. And the moment that you realize that it's more like everyone else is the more then you feel more human. That there are people that have bipolarity, there are people that have depression, and there are people that loved you. And that's always going to exist. That's just how Tauruses work, unfortunately. But I also rationalize that I don't need to wait 44 years to try to marry somebody that told me fuck you in the morning, that would swing and hit me, and disrespect me at any turn that they got. That's what I deserve. on my 44 years on this planet. That's my morning motivation. If you got anything out of this message, do like, share, and subscribe below. And as always, peace and love. Get yourself some peace. Get yourself some love. Get yourself some Chigathon, because it's goodbye but not forever and fiendish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. But as soon as the other side of your excuses, the other side of your fear, and the other side of the planet, I'll be here doing this. Peace.